Hi, this is Argonax, and we talk about things that don't matter. So, the Game Awards just happened. There was a lot of cool stuff that happened, a lot of cool game announcements, the production value was very good, and honestly, I actually agree with the Game of the Year choice. But listen, all of that stuff, that's irrelevant. The only thing that I want to talk about was the fact that Geoff Keighley, the host, and the entire event in general, teased Half-Life fans so much. I swear to God, every time that Geoff or somebody else on stage was about to make an announcement about an upcoming game, they word it in such vague ways that make it seem like they were about to announce Half-Life.
I love these moments where we're able to pass the torch from a previous winner to a brand new honoree. Thanks to Sam Lake as well for coming out for that. All right, well, before we get to Game of the Year, we do have one last very special announcement to share with you. This year, the stars aligned for some very magical things to happen at our anniversary show. Things that might not have ever seemed a possibility. If you truly love video games like I do, this moment is for all of us.
And that moment does not include Half-Life 3, I'll tell you that much. I know a lot of you are starting to thinking like, oh, it's Half-Life 3. It's not.
My balls couldn't be any bluer than they already are. Apologies if this video is going to be a bit of a mess. I don't really have a script for this one. I just have a bunch of bullet points and talking points that I want to cover. But whatever, I want to do this off the cuff. Hello, Internet Wanderer. My name is Argonax. I make video reviews, essays, commentaries, and shorts. I hope you enjoy my content enough to do all the YouTube things, such as liking and subscribing. And special shout out to all the channel members to who I am extremely grateful for their support. Their contributions mean the world to me, and it helps keep the channel going. But enough of all that, let's get back to the topic at hand. So, the Game Awards. There was leaks and articles maybe the day before the actual event that were talking about how there was going to be two big game announcements that was going to blow everyone's expectations and just amaze everybody. Two big games, or two big announcements rather. And in these articles that I saw, I don't know who wrote these articles, but they put Half-Life in the thumbnail. And that in of itself gets their hooks into me and everyone else who's been wanting Half-Life 3 to be announced. And it's not just me. I've been watching various other streamers and content creators who are all watching this event. And I shit you not, so many of them were expecting Half-Life to be announced. To varying degrees, of course, but all of them were rooting for it in some way or another. Full disclosure, this video is gonna be about me talking about the Game Awards, but also showcasing the different reactions of various content creators, because I think it's rather interesting to see how these different people had different expectations coming into this event. And I think highlighting them is just kind of funny in a way.
5 years ago,
keep the Chinese happy.
I had the pleasure of having lunch with one of our industry's most treasured game makers.
Game
Just
Duel.
recently, he finally shared an ambitious vision for his next project. Tonight, as a very special gift for our 10th anniversary,
no way,
I am beyond honored to reveal this stunning new project for the first time anywhere, with an early look at real gameplay footage of this studio's highly anticipated upcoming title.
Don't.
Let's take a look at this announcement trailer that I'm sure will capture your imagination.
Okay, I don't think it's Half-Life. What is this? I'll shit myself right now. Ah, it's fucking Epic Games.
Anytime that Geoff would come onto stage and say, I have a big announcement to make, he builds up the suspense, and everyone watching was like, is this Half-Life? It's Half-Life. It's gonna be Half-Life. And no, it wasn't. In my opinion, there are 4, I would say, Half-Life bait moments in this entire event. And they are the first big announcement trailer, which ended up actually becoming Witcher 4.
Tonight's first game announcement is an absolute honor to share with you. It comes from a Game of the Year winning studio whose immersive storytelling has thrilled players with every twist and turn.
Oh, he's building it up, man.
So without further ado,
he's building it up. This is not Half-Life 3. Not Half-Life 3.
At the unexpected.
Around the midpoint of the show, whenever Geoff announced that unnamed sci-fi game from the people who made Shadow of the Colossus.
As a very special gift for our 10th anniversary, I am beyond honored to reveal this stunning new project for the first time anywhere, with an early look at real gameplay footage of this studio's highly anticipated upcoming title. Let's take a look at this announcement trailer that I'm sure will capture your imagination.
It's not Half-Life, chat. Come on. No way. It's Epic. It's Fortnite. They only make Fortnite.
And then the two surprise announcements that they did towards the end, which were Okami 2 and Naughty Dog's new game, Intergalactic.
I love these moments where we're able
It
to
would
pass
change
the
the
torch
world.
from a
It
previous
would actually
winner to a
change the
brand new
fucking
honor.
gaming
Thanks
world
to Sam Lake as well for
if they
coming
did
out for
this
that.
year.
All right, well, before we get to Game of the Year, we do have one last very special announcement to share with
Please,
you.
please.
This year, the stars aligned for some very magical things to happen at our anniversary show.
It's now or
things
never.
that might not have ever seemed a possibility.
It's now or never.
If you truly love video games like I do, this moment is for all of us.
Please, please, please. What is this? What is this? This better not be some bullshit, I swear to God.
Things that might not have ever seemed a possibility.
This is not
If you
Half-Life 3.
truly love video games like I do, this moment
Uh-oh.
is for all of us.
He's getting emotional. Oh no. That's a problem. Wait, this isn't Half-Life 3. This is a man hitting a large drum.
Things that might not have ever seemed a possibility. If you
Half-Life
truly
3.
love video games
It's
like
here.
I do,
It's here.
this moment
You think it's...
is for all of us.
Dude, he's tearing
it
up.
actually happening?
He's getting that
If you truly love video games like I do,
choked
this
up.
moment is for all of us.
Is it Half-Life 3?
One more thing.
Oh God, no, wait, no.
One of our industry's most celebrated developers has been hard at work in complete secrecy, building a brand new original world.
Oh, thank God.
Unlike anything they've done before.
Oh God, I got so
What
nervous.
you're about to see is
Woo.
captured entirely in the game engine.
Oh boy, that was a close shave.
We're happy to share with you tonight's final world premiere.
Fuck
at
me.
The 10th anniversary of the Game Awards.
Good God, Jeff. You can't do me like that.
And thank you to the fans around the world for taking
Come
the
on.
time to watch this show.
And now
every
we have
year.
one
Gaming's
last
greatest
secret.
days are ahead, and I can't even begin to imagine where this industry will be for our 20th anniversary. And we're going to keep working as hard as we can to keep the Game Awards and the Game industry
But we
going.
have one more thing to announce. But just hit me with the butt. Let me hear the butt. But we got
Now,
one more thing.
Because tonight is
Wait.
such a special show, we do have one more thing.
Wait,
One
he
of
said
our
it.
industry's most celebrated developers has been
No.
hard at work in
Don't do it.
complete secrecy,
Don't do it.
building a brand new original world unlike anything they've done
Wait,
before.
new original world? What?
What you're about to see is captured entirely in the game engine.
Wait, what?
We're happy to share with you tonight's final world premiere at the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards.
Wait, what? Now I have no idea.
These were the four primary moments when everybody thought that, oh my god, it's gonna be Half-Life. Everyone that I've seen thought this. During the unnamed game announcement, Jeff Keighley actually made a note to say that he had lunch with these secret developers 5 years ago. And I know for a fact that Jeff met up with Half-Life developers 5 years ago whenever Half-Life Alyx was about to be released. I thought the stars were gonna align whenever he said that, but no, it didn't happen. And then towards the end, when Okami was about to be announced, the way that he worded the build-up, I mean, I get it, I understand. He's trying to be vague, he's trying to build up suspense, but my god, my balls, they're being fondled so much, and there's no relief, man, there's no relief, other than your mom. She provides that in spades. So in other words, yes, the articles that I saw were correct. There were two big games that I guess you could call as the crown jewel of this event, those being The Witcher 4 and Intergalactic. But oh boy, coming into this event, there was some Half-Life copium in me, and I'm not alone. A lot of people thought this. A lot of people in the Half-Life subreddit really thought that this was the day. This was the day when we're gonna get something, anything. Whenever the camera would pan to the crowd, I was laser focused trying to point out, is that Gabe? Is Gabe in the audience? But no, unfortunately, I don't think he was. And honestly, I understand, I'm a Half-Life fan. It's kind of like my obligation and job to be needlessly hyped for anything that might resemble a Half-Life 3 announcement. I mean, shit. That's been kind of the pattern that my entire channel has been following for the last, I don't know, year, I guess. But it's just that people feel so passionate about Half-Life. It's a meme, but it's more than that. It's a legacy, and people just want that legacy to finally get a new game. And lately, all the evidence has been pointing towards Valve making a new game. The leaked rumors of them hiring other developers, all the stuff that they've been receiving from files from other Source 2 games, all the admissions that they've said during the Half-Life 1 and the Half-Life 2 documentary. Essentially, Valve is definitely working on something Half-Life related, at least. And we know that Jeff Keighley has a lot of connections in Valve. He even name drops Half-Life during the event.
In fact, 25 years ago back in college, I started writing a series of articles called Behind the Games, chronicling the development of games like Half-Life and Metal Gear Solid 2, because I knew games were nothing without the people behind them.
He said it.
So you can't exactly blame me for thinking that, oh boy, today's the day, but I guess it wasn't to be. So for full context, a lot of people just thought that now was the time that Half-Life was going to be released. A lot of people hoped for it, a lot of people wanted it, but unfortunately, it just didn't end up happening.
I'm ready to get advertised too. And of course, we're going to get the Switch 2 announcement, Half-Life 3, and Final Fantasy IX Remake, and also, I guess, a Muppet. All right, everybody. I'd like to do a big announcement now. You've waited for a lot of years, and we hope it will have been worth the wait. Here's Half-Life 3.
It was actually rather funny because Charlie, Penguin Zero, he was kind of fighting his chat at the time, saying that Half-Life 3 wasn't going to be released, and he said that if ever Valve was to make an announcement, they do it at the International, which is the biggest Dota 2 tournament that they do every year. The thing is, even at the TI, that's a shortcut for International, even at TI's peak, at its prime, I don't think Valve would ever make an announcement of Half-Life during this event, because as big as Dota is, and as big as the International is and was, it never pulled the numbers that the Game Awards could pull. And if Valve is going to make an announcement now, they're definitely not going to do it at the International. The International's best days are behind it now, in my opinion. So if ever they're going to make an announcement, they're either just gonna shadow drop the trailer on their YouTube channel one day, or they're gonna wait for like a big event to actually showcase the game. And I can't think of a single bigger gaming event than the Game Awards. E3 is gone, so what else is there? So yeah, it's just a little sad. This is actually the first time I have ever watched the Game Awards live, and I won't lie, I was on the edge of my proverbial seat. I was standing up pretty much the whole time watching the show. And oh boy, there were a few moments in here that got the heart pumping, but unfortunately, nothing happened. So yeah, that's about it in terms of Half-Life. We were baited once again. I'm tired, boss. Disappointment after disappointment, but honestly, that just comes with the territory of being a Half-Life fan. What can I say? But at least talking about the Game Awards, I just want to talk about the event without stuff related to Half-Life because, well, I'm already setting myself up for disappointment at that point. But the event, actually, really, really great. Lately, I've been playing a lot of fighting games, and there were 2 fighting game announcements in this event. The final guest character for Tekken, Clive Rossfield, which I've never played Final Fantasy, and a lot of Tekken players are not happy about this, but also a lot of regular casual fans are very excited for this collab, so I think it's a net positive, and I'm looking forward to getting my ass kicked to him, fighting him in Tekken. There was also the new Virtua Fighter game, which is the first new Virtua Fighter since 2006, 2007. Man, fighting games have been on a roll lately these last few years, and honestly, it's great to see. Virtua Fighter was made by Sega, which also brings up the fact that Sega has also been on an uptick lately. There's been a lot of momentum on their side over these last 5 years. The Sonic movies, the Sonic games have been pretty good, and now they're making all these new games such as, well, more Sonic stuff, Virtua Fighter. I'm sorry if there's other Sega games that I'm missing out because I'm not necessarily a Sega fan, but I'm seeing a lot of momentum build up on their side, and honestly, that's good to see. The better that these companies do, the more competition and the better games for all of us. So good on Sega. One interesting note that I saw was people getting really mad at Astrobot winning Game of the Year. And honestly, as a person who has never played Astrobot, I've only seen gameplay, I won't lie. Seeing Astrobot a nostalgic platformer and a celebration of 30 years of PlayStation. And keep in mind, it's been almost a decade and a half since I've owned a PlayStation. But seeing all the references and the celebration that Astrobot does, because that's what Astrobot is. It's a celebration of platformers and of PlayStation. And it's just fun. There's no BS about it. It's completely unfiltered, unadulterated, family-friendly fun. And I can see why it ended up winning. Because honestly, of all the games that they had for the Game of the Year's nominees, it was only, honestly, between Astrobot and Black Myth Wukong. And I would have been fine with either one winning. I didn't want Final Fantasy to win because I do not want to see a remake or a remaster win Game of the Year. I think that sets a very bad precedent. I've heard nothing but good things about Balatro. My brother has sunk hundreds of hours on it, and I'll take their word that Balatro is amazing. But unfortunately, the backlash with Balatro winning would probably even be bigger than Astrobot. And the other one is a DLC, Elden Ring, so that's a no-brainer. So realistically, it was between Astrobot and Black Myth Wukong. And I haven't played either of these games, but I would have been happy with either one winning. They both deserved it. I know that a lot of people were unhappy with Astrobot winning, mostly Black Myth Wukong fans, because Black Myth Wukong pulled player numbers that were never before seen. But regardless, I think all of these games deserve their own merits and awards, because a lot of them did win awards, except Elden Ring, but that's fine. They already won awards 2 years ago. Yeah, every single one of the nominees won a ton of awards, and honestly, super deserved. Great on all of them for winning all the awards that they did. Also, there were a lot of anime gacha games shown off at this event. Not exactly happy to see that. And kind of related to that, there was the player choice category where it's completely decided by player votes. Granted, Black Myth Wukong won that category, but do you know what else was in that category? 3 gacha games. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why just because it's the most popular or most played doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. I know that there's people out there who genuinely like gacha games, but to those people, you're wrong. It was great to see Todd. Of course, Todd was there. Gaben couldn't be there, but Todd was there. Because Todd is always there. Todd is in my dreams at this point. And honestly, I'm just happy that I was able to catch this year's Game Awards. I'm definitely gonna start watching these shows every year now. And who knows? Maybe the next year we're gonna see Half-Life 3, right? That's how this works, right? Every year, it's Half-Life 3, right? Geoff Keighley, right? They can expect Half-Life 3, right? Thanks for watching, Internet Wanderer. Ugh, do the YouTube things.